Hola chicos, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the verb gustar and how we use it to express likes and dislikes. So those of you who had exploratory Spanish with Mrs. Hauck and I last year, we use the expression gusta right here. And we use it when we were talking about some activities we like to do. We did stuff like me gusta correr, I like to run, me gusta pasar tiempo con amigos, I like to spend time with friends, and we also threw the expression a mí in there to kind of clarify and enforce who is doing the talking. So we're going to take that, what we learned last year, with the verb gustar right here, and we're going to extend it a little bit. So the first things first is that when we talk about what we like or dislike, we use the verb gustar. All right. So I'm going to change my color right there. Boom. Okay. We use the verb gustar. Here's the thing. Gustar is an AR verb. See, it ends in AR. But we are really only going to deal with it in two conjugations. So if you're visualizing your chart here, we're only going to worry about it with gusta and gustan. We're not going to do a full conjugation. Not that it can't be used that way. That's just not how we're going to use it right now. So we're going to be talking about liking or disliking objects and actions. So gusta, you're going to use with singular nouns. Okay, so if the thing you like is singular, so let's say you like pizza, so we're going to use gusta with that. Me gusta la pizza. We use it with singular nouns and actions. Okay, we're going to keep those verbs in infinitive form. Okay, so we are not going to conjugate the verb we like to do, just like we didn't last year. Me gusta correr. We never conjugated it to corro. We just kept it correr. Gustan, however, is going to be used for plural nouns. All right. So plural nouns go with gustan, singular nouns go with gusta. And we'll explain a little bit why later. Here's the other thing with nouns that you've got to keep in mind when you are using a noun after a gustar. There's something you have to include, but you don't have to include in English. In English, we'll just say, I like pizza. We don't say I like the pizza. We just say I like pizza. However, in Spanish, there is a grammatical rule that says when you use a noun after a form of gustar, you have to include a definite article. So you can't just say, I like pizza. You have to say, me gusta la pizza, even though you wouldn't say that in English. So you have to include the definite article. That's important. So let's go ahead and talk about the forms we're going to use. This gets a little interesting. We still base it off of our conjugation chart because we're still dealing with people. Over here in the left-hand column in bold and black, I have in parentheses the expressions we use to clarify or to enhance who we're talking about. So we're just kind of putting the action on ourselves. All right, so we used this last year. We said a mí, we put the focus on ourselves. It's used for focus and clarification. And we use the pronoun me. So we said a mí me gusta. All right, now once again, the a mí is completely optional. We are going to be using it. We're going to translate that as I like. Now, that's not what it really means, which we're going to talk about in a second, but I like something. A ti, we use te. So we translate it as you like. And we know that as our informal form of you. A él, a ella, and a usted, or a name. So you can say like a señora Mazorti, or a la señora Mazorti, actually. Or you could say, a Maria, or a Paco, or a Pepe. You put it in front of a name. In true third person singular tradition, we're going to use le for all of them. So a él le, a ella le, a usted le, and a name. Now notice up here, I didn't mess up here. A él, normally when we have a next to el, we make it al. That's when el is a definite article. El, no accent mark. In this case, el means he. Right? So we can translate that many ways. We can translate that as he likes, she likes, you like, when we are being formal, or that person's name, whoever that person is, like something. We're going to go up here for nosotros. Short, sweet, to the point. It is a nosotros nos. And we would translate that as we like. A vosotros, which we're not going to use as much. Os, you all like. And we know that that's that informal you all that's only used in Spain. And also again, this bottom part of our chart, we're going to use the same pronoun for all these guys. So a ellos les gusta, they like. Okay. A ellas would also be they like. A ustedes would be you all like. We know that it's formal in Spain, but it is just kind of all y'all for all everywhere else. Excuse me. Or who those people are, those names like. Okay. Now, something in particular, and I have a little asterisk here, when you are dealing with multiple people, so if you want to say like Mariana and Felipe both like something, you have to put a, you notice that there? You have to put that a in front of both names, not just one. You have to use it in front of both, right? So this me, te, le, nos, os, and les tells you who is liking something. But as I said, it doesn't really mean I like something. Me gusta is not really I like. It's a little strange sounding to us in English, but gustar really means to please or to be pleasing. So what you're really saying is that, for example, me gusta la pizza is pleasing to me. Not that I like the pizza, pizza is pleasing to me. We're going to show that a little bit when we do some examples. Other thing we have to throw in there for you, very easy. You make a sentence negative by pasting the no in front of the me, te, le, nos, os, or les. Normally we put the no right in front of a verb, which would be gusta, but it's not me no gusta, it's no me gusta. So the me goes closer to the verb. All right, so let's do some examples. Now I have a ton here for you on the next page, and we're not going to do them all. I just want to show you some examples of each. Now we'll do them all in class, but I want to give you what we have here. All right, so we have I like the book. Like I told you before, the clarifier that a mí, a ti, a le, a él, a nosotros isn't always necessary. For our purposes right now, we are going to use it in our sentences and we'll take it away later. It's kind of like our training wheels. So to say I like the book, we would be a mí. We have to add that accent mark over the I in me. A mí me gusta, okay, the book. So it would be el libro. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. And I'm going to change this up. We'll make this a different color. We'll make it red so it stands out a little bit more. Now, here's where things are going to change up a little bit. I like the books. It is the exact same sentence. I'm just going to copy that puppy and paste it over. All right. But we have to make libro plural, libros. Okay. So I'm going to make that bold, make it stand out a little bit. But el is singular. And as we normally do, we're going to change el to los. So el libro singular, los libros. Now here's where things get interesting. Right here, this gusta has to become gustan because we are dealing with a plural noun. So remember when you change one thing, it's kind of like this domino effect. A mí me gustan los libros. All right. Now we're going to go back over here. I'm going to paste this in because it makes things a little faster. A mí me gusta to read. Now, notice it's even in English, it's in infinitive form. All right. So we're going to keep it that way in Spanish. The verb is leer. Verbs are also considered singular. Right? So notice we're not conjugating the verb and we are keeping gusta singular. So gusta is the singular form of the verb, gustan is the plural. The only time you're going to use gustan is when what follows it is in the plural form. All right, let's go down here. Let's try another one. Okay, he likes baseball. We're talking about the sport of baseball, not playing baseball, not the action, the sport. So we're going to say he, a, él. Remember, we're going to keep that accent mark over the E. A, él. Le is the pronoun we use. Okay. Gusta, because it is singular. Now, like we said, even though in English we don't use the, I'm not saying he likes the baseball, we are going to say that still we have to include the definite article, los, okay, béisboles. Oh, sorry. Oh, goodness, I'm doing the singular. What am I doing? El béisbol. And baseball does have an accent mark over the E. We're going to throw in there. Béisbol. So even though the is not present in the English sentence, you are still going to use it in the Spanish sentence. See it right there. Cool. All right. Now we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to copy this over and paste it because the sentence is very, very similar. Our difference is going to be that, leave this. We are going to make baseball, plural, baseballes, okay, which is kind of a strange sentence, but we're going to go with it. That E actually gets eliminated in the plural. Oh my goodness, that's not a mess. Let's do that. Okay. El is going to become los. And once again, even though it's not there in English, you have to use it in Spanish. And because this is plural, gusta also has to become plural, gustan. A él le gustan los béisboles. All right. And then over here, same idea. Okay. Now, we're not saying baseball, the noun. We are actually saying to play. We're going to use the verb to play, and the verb is jugar. Now, once again, notice it is in infinitive form here in Spanish, so we are going to keep it in infinitive form here in English as well. All right, there we go. So I'm going to skip this next one just for the sake of time. It's the same idea, and we are going to go down here to some examples. So let's start with, let's go with Maria right here. We're going to start with her. So we'll start with number 13. We can go out of order. It doesn't matter. All right. So we're going to say Maria likes to watch TV. We're going to use a name in this sentence. We haven't done this yet. A Maria. Maria happens to have an accent mark over the I in Spanish. I mean, I guess I don't technically have to have it there right now because we're using A Maria. For he, she, okay, that bottom box, le, and it is gusta. Now we notice it is to watch TV. All right, that's a verb. So the gusta stays in singular form gusta, and we use ver la tele. I did not conjugate that verb. It wasn't necessary. There it is. All right, let's go up here. Here I want to do one where we're using two names. So we're going to say that a Susana y. Now, normally you just, oh, okay, go on with the sentence, Pedro. But here's the thing. You have to use the a in front of it. All right? That a has to be part of both their names. They are two people. That's the same as they. So we're going to say les. The verb is gusta. But they like tennis, the noun. Well, gusta is singular. The noun is el tenis. Only one N in tenis in Spanish. We're going to make that red. All right? So we used the singular form of gusta right here. Whoops. Because el is singular. It is the noun, not the action. All right, let's do a question. Those are always fun. All right, do you like the photos? Now we know when we ask a question, we're going to have to add that inverted question mark in here. I've got to pull mine up out of my Spanish keyboard. That's okay. Turn the keyboard back to English before I get all too messed up later on. All right, do you like? So the same thing is going to fall in place. We have a T. Now, a me has an accent mark on it, but a T does not. Me, because you have an alternate me with an accent mark, or me without the accent mark, meaning my. A T uses te. So a T, te, you don't have to change the order of the sentence because it's already inverted. Okay? We are talking about the photos, which is plural. So you've got to go with gustan with the N. The photos, las fotos. A ti te gustan las fotos. There we go. Right. Let's try one with a we right here. And this one has a verb. We like to. So whoops, I got red. A nosotros. We're just using it there for clarification for now. Nos. Oh, we have to decide, is it gusta or gustan? But what we like is to inline skate. That's an action. Actions use a singular. So we're going to stick with gusta. Okay. Inline skate, patinar sobre ruedas. And let's go on with the rest of your sentence. En el parque. Oops. Oh, it's my picture's in the way. We're just going to move it out of the way. I have it in front of the text. It's okay. Boom. All right, so there's a general idea. There's a whole bunch of examples there. We're going to do them all in class, and I will put a full answer key up on Canvas for you. Buena suerte, chicos. We will talk about this more later. Hasta luego.